Hey y'all, welcome to V's Pod. So I hope y'all have y'all wine glass, your blanket. You don't need no tissue today. All you need to do is just sip your tea, okay? So today I have my former bestie, Jazzy Ray. Jasmine, welcome. Thank you so much for coming.
Hey, girl.
So first thing first, God is good.
God is good all the time.
All the time.
God is good.
Period. Okay. So, what you sipping on? What we sipping on?
We sipping on some Bacardi, Long Island, iced tea.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all the origin of the Bacardi Long Island iced tea. So we were at senior prom, and I met Jasmine at the hotel, whatever, and we was partying, listening to Nicki Minaj. And
Yes, we was.
We was listening to Nicki Minaj. We're gonna get into it. Okay, so before we get started, I just want the people to know, because we're talking about friendship 101, but I want people to know that we're not perfect, right? So we're not perfect at all. We fall short sometimes. But one thing about me and Jasmine is that we know how to communicate.
Yes.
And I think that allows us to continue to be friends. And I can openly express my feelings to you, and you can openly express your feelings to me. And that's why I chose you for this concept.
Right.
Because I feel like we're the perfect people to discuss it. To how to be a friend. Because you taught me how to be a friend. And because you're the perfect person to discuss this, especially when it comes to communication and self-love and knowing how to be a friend for real, because we both learning. So, number one question, do you think that God needs to be the center of friendship?
I do.
Yeah, me too.
I do.
Yeah, because without, I feel like when at a wedding, of course, they say God is in the center. But why is God in the center? Because if everything turns out not to be how it's supposed to be, if you guys are arguing a lot, who are you guys going to turn to? If somebody falls short, if we both fall short, who are we going to turn to? You know what I mean? And I want to have friends that will pray for me.
Right.
In the midst of my trouble. You know what I mean? Even when they can't do it theirself. So what is the history of us? So how do you think we became best friends? Like how it happened to you?
To me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, to me, I just feel like we rode the same bus when we were like very young, like second grade.
47. Miss Crosby.
Miss Crosby, yes. Going down Roosevelt. But it was not until maybe fourth grade when we really became friends.
Yeah.
I just remember meeting you because your mom was going to pick up Day from
That's exactly
my house.
What I put down.
And I remember us like coloring for a couple of seconds while our mom was
Was we outside?
No, we was inside in front of the screen door.
Oh, okay,
Those, Tupperware, I always say Tupperware, but you know, like those bins.
Those little plastic bins at the dollar store.
Yes. Yeah. The lid.
Okay.
Just laying on the floor with the paper on the lid coloring.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
But it wasn't until Laura Reeves, when we really became friends.
Foursquare. And tetherball.
Foursquare, tetherball, PE.
Yeah.
Because we was on the same team,
Trailblazers. Yeah.
So we had PE together.
Oh my gosh, we sure.
Okay. To this day. Not her. Somebody else.
Let's talk about in high school when we became two peas in a pot for real.
For real.
Like I feel like we ran it. And if the shoe fit, let it fit.
No, remember we used to walk down the hallways.
Yeah.
We recorded videos, singing songs loud as I don't know what.
Loud and proud.
Oh my God.
Loud. Sometimes we was loud and wrong, girl. We was just always loud. And I feel like with our classmates, I feel like we was the life of the party.
We was.
We was the lit girls on God.
Yes.
Like we was lit. And I think that we should have been best. What's the superlative? Yeah.
Best buds.
Oh yeah, we should have, but it's okay. I guess because
clock it. Reunion coming up. Y'all can redo that.
Oh yeah, y'all can definitely
redo that.
Because let's think about it. Me and Jasmine though, on some real stuff. Like me and Jazz was like, bro, we was lit. We was definitely lit.
Everywhere we went.
And you can ask any of our classmates, and if they disagree, they just hate it.
Period.
What do you get out of our friendship?
Comfort.
Oh, that's so sweet. Don't say
it's a comfortable friendship. Like I like to think of you as like a sister, like a bonus sister, because you just been there forever.
Yeah, I feel like, I swear.
And it's like, can't get rid of you. You know, when you're beefing with your sister, it's like your mama always like, when you gonna talk to your sister? That's how it was with me and you. My daddy would always be like, you know, you and Savannah gonna be best friends.
Bro,
you
that
know,
was
Savannah gonna be back over here.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, we not.
My mom and dad used to do that a lot. I used to say, man, I am so done with Jasmine. Like, I don't want to be her friend. I used to be like, girl, please. And then Mama and Shelly, they was like, girl, bye. Y'all gonna be cool tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's
where I get that sister title from. I'm like, it's really just more like a sisterhood.
Yeah.
But, you know, even in sisterhood and like cousins, like there's still a friendship there. You have to have a friendship even though you're related. You have to have
it has to be like something. Yeah, because you know, for us not to be, we really are cousins though. People don't know that.
They don't know we cousins.
We really cousins.
We really cousins.
Like down the line, we like 10 cousins, but we cousins for real.
Not that far, probably like 6, 7.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I feel like the slave owners of our ancestors kind of messed that up a little bit. I feel like if we wasn't enslaved back in the day, that we were actually now like, if like down like generation after generation. But that's cool or whatever. I ain't gonna blame it on the white people.
Stop.
Alright, so yeah, I feel like what I get out of our friendship, I get millions of things. With you, I'm not gonna lie, I get like positivity. Like when I'm doubting myself, you remind me of who I am.
Period.
So I be like, yeah, you're right, yeah. I forgot. You remind me of that. And you bring me comfort too. Like when one day we fell out, when we were both in college, you was going to TSU. We fell out, we didn't talk for a whole year.
Which time?
Which time is crazy, girl.
What was that for though?
Because I don't remember what that was for. Why did we not talk? You know what's crazy about me and Jasmine? We will fall out and then we will never forget. We will forget why.
Not remember. Because it's so like, I don't know. I feel like it don't be anything.
Yeah.
And then we kind of just drag it out.
We drag it. Because my pride. Like it's just your pride. Like, and you know, I'm very prideful. I think that got something to do with it too.
I think it was that time when I was in a car and I answered your phone call. And then I had posted something.
Oh, and I thought you was talking about me.
And I was talking about you because I didn't answer the phone. I was like, girl, I'm not talking about you. I'm on the aux.
That was that time when we went to that PA game. Was it that time?
No.
Oh, it was further along. Self-love. And what were some key things that you had to learn? Who you are as a person and how did you conquer that?
Well, growing up, I never had any like self-esteem issues or just... Because I never doubted myself.
Yeah.
And I was never taught to doubt myself. So even like academically, my parents always pushed me to like just do my best.
Yeah.
Always. Even though I was bringing home all A's and stuff, they would always make sure to keep telling me to do my best. Not like just be content with what I was doing, but try to always do more.
Right.
So in that aspect, I just felt like I was that girl. I was so smart. And then my daddy, for sure, especially as a man, I feel like it was important for him to instill in me how beautiful I was. Yeah. Because that's what I expect from men now.
Right.
Versus, like, of course, your mother should tell you that as a woman, like, teach you how to take care of yourself, you know, keep yourself up. But for a man to do it, it's like, okay, now that's what I expect from a man. Like, I didn't know where he would just tell me I was so beautiful, or, like, if anybody was to say anything about you, like, this is how you should handle it, things like that. So I kept that with me. And once I got older, it was still there. But once I really understood how to do it on my own, because my daddy did pass away my senior year in high school. So I didn't have that person in my ear telling me all these good things anymore. So I do it for myself.
Different. And like, how do you, so because of your self-love, when I say self-love, like, what is an example that you do all the time?
More confidence.
Yeah. When you walk with faith, you know, it just builds up your confidence.
It does.
So it's like, you can say whatever you want to say about me. I know about Jesus, and I know that God did does love me no matter what, under any circumstance. So, like, when you know who God is, it's just the confidence is just different.
Yeah.
But, like, it took me a while to love myself, especially with dealing with, like, relationships. You know what I mean? That we became friends, though. I think it was, like, meant to be, even though we be tripping sometimes.
For sure, for sure.
So how do you stay positive when there's chaos?
Chaos follows me?
Yeah.
Like no other.
Mm-hmm.
But I just always try to remember who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I always think of life as like a game. So
Right.
I'm like, whenever something happens, I'm like, it is a part of the life. It's part of this game that I'm playing. And I have to always take the higher road. So I try to look at situations as if like I'm looking down on them. Like, okay, now it's time for me to move some pieces on this board in order for me to get through this. I never like try to walk through life as if like everything is like kind of over me. I try to stand over. Ooh, girl. Okay. I try to stand. I try to stand over my problems. Right. That way I can see them better. You know. Yeah. Versus like it's the same as like the people that I hang out with. I pick and choose who I hang out with. Right. I really analyze the places that I'm going. Who's gonna be there. Like energy. I pick and choose. But if something just comes to happen, some chaos that I walk into blindly, then I try my best. I try my best, girl, but
listen, me and chaos, baby, I just pray about it. And then sometimes praying don't even work. So I just let me watch how I say that. Because I'm not saying prayer does work, but sometimes
not immediately.
Yeah, it don't happen immediately.
Yeah, because when you pray, sometimes
it takes
chaos. You be wanting that chaos to stop
right then and there. And sometimes it don't work like that. Yeah. So what I've learned is that life is gonna go on the way it's gonna go on. You know what I mean? I can't control that situation. I can't control what's going on right now. All I can do is just try my best to move forward. How can I move forward from this? Not stay and dwell in this chaos. I'd rather just try to like move forward. Like, how can I just keep going? You know what I mean? Right. And I really think a lot of people really just think that just sitting there in that chaos and it's just drowning.
Yeah, no. Even I tell my students, like, when they come to me with all their problems, and I'm like, some of the problems are some things I never went through. And some things I never even had anybody close to me go through, like some very tragic things. And I always tell them, you have every right to feel how you feel. Yes. And you have the right to feel even worse than how you feel. But never let yourself sit in that for too long. Sit in it and feel it and think about how you don't want to go through this no more. Right. And find something to change. Right. Find something that has to do with you to change and make it better. But if you're going to just sit there and stay stagnant and keep being that same old you, then you're going to keep having those same old feelings. The same ones. And you're never going to get over it. You're just going to dwell into that spot. So I believe that people's feelings are valid. Like, I can't be mad because of how you feel. How can I be mad at you because of how you feel about a situation? Right. Everybody got their own right to feel how they want to feel, but sometimes we got to know that our own insecurities can make us feel that way, even when a person's not even making us trying to feel like a certain way. Right. Like, you know what I mean? So I just wasn't understanding, but I was a child. So I'm trying to I use an example about some Old Bay. You cook, say if you season some chicken. Okay. I be trying to come up with examples. I like the Old Bay. You like the Old Bay? I like the Old Bay. Okay, so say if you cooking some chicken, right? Say if you cooking some chicken with some Old Bay and you season it with Old Bay. You give it to after you cook the chicken, you give it to your friend, right? And they taste the Old Bay and they mad at you because you seasoned it with Old Bay and they think the chicken nasty, but really they need to be mad at the Old Bay. Get it, go get it. Yeah. Get it. You'll get it. You'll get it one day. I might have to say it a couple times for you to. It's not for everybody to understand. It's not, because sometimes we have our own insecurities, right? Which makes us feel as if someone is doing us wrong. Like that's for a relationship. Like for a relationship, we gotta get to that. About like insecurities, but like flaws, basically. Right, like flaws within myself
that made me mad at him. Yeah,
selfishness.
I was selfish.
Okay,
but a lot of people can't take that accountability. We can't take that accountability. We can't say that we wrong. But I know when I'm wrong, and I apologize when I'm wrong.
I know when I'm wrong too. I be knowing when I'm wrong.
Do you keep going when you know you're wrong? I want to know that. Do you keep going when you know you're wrong? No, I don't. But I want to know it. Do you? I don't think you do.
Most of the back in the day.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
For sure.
I don't think you do it now.
In my old relationships, I would keep going and flip it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I used to flip it. I'm not taking no accountability.
I'm gonna be honest.
Like everybody do me wrong. Like why is everybody doing me wrong? Like I would have never did this if you didn't do that.
Right.
Like to really like just lose my temper though.
Yeah.
Cause my mama has told me time and time again that I'm spoiled. And I used to be like, I'm not spoiled. I don't ask for nothing. Like I don't cry about getting the newest, latest things. Like not for my parents. I never begged them for stuff. Like I was always the type, if I can't get it, then
I just wait till you get it. That's how I was too.
But I was like, why am I spoiled? How am I spoiled? And she was like, when you don't get your way. And I'm like, ooh.
Y'all see how she just take accountability for that? That's how y'all should take accountability for real. And
I realized after I got out of that relationship, the one I was really crazy in, after I got out of that one, I was like, dang, I probably messed it up. I really messed up, so that probably could have been my husband. Because I was so crazy back then. Like, if he didn't do something I want him to do, or I was to try to run that man life. We was 16.
Okay.
We was young baby, and I would try to run that man life. You need to be at home at this time. You don't need to be doing this recreational activity. I don't like men who do that. My husband's not gonna do that. He's not gonna have no bad habits. None of that. He's not gonna hang out with these type of people.
Okay.
He's not gonna do this. He's not gonna party. And that's
just how it was gonna be. And if you're not like that, that's exactly.
No, if you're not like that, I'm gonna throw a fit and cry. That's how it was.
Yeah. That's
how it was. But now I know, like, I know I can't control nobody. I can't change nobody. So now I'm just like, if you are the type that I could see as a husband, then okay. But if not, then
move on. That's how I am right now too.
Move on. Not move on, but
my heart be getting away too much. You know I'm emotional. I be crying. And I don't even be caring for you like that, but I be crying. I don't even be caring about these dudes sometimes, and I be crying. And that's my problem.
One of my homegirls, I hope this ain't off topic, but she be talking to dudes, and I be telling her this. She be talking to dudes, and I be asking her, is this somebody you taking serious or somebody you just like playing around with? And I always have to ask her after I analyze the dude. And she'll be like, somebody I'm just playing around with, somebody I never take serious. And so I'm like, do you do that? When you look at dudes, do you be like, okay, this is somebody I see long term, or this is somebody I just see for the
I literally categorize every dude.
Okay.
Categorize them.
Me too.
I know that you're not going to be my husband, so I'm not going to take you seriously.
And I think that dudes have this thing where they always think they're the prize.
Bro!
They don't think, okay, maybe she want to cuff me, or maybe she don't, or I have to be this way to be cuffed. You do though. You do. Because I'm not looking at you like, oh, you're a dude with a beard and something else. Okay, you fit
the description.
Yeah, just because you're like that, you don't fit the criteria.
Oh my goodness.
Do you build? Do you fix on cars? If you don't, then no. Yeah. Like I just can't see myself marrying somebody that don't have those qualities.
Thank you.
But yeah, I feel like dudes always think that. Just because they're a male that they're the prize. Yes. No.
And why do they think that? I had to ask a nigga one time, do you think you're the prize?
They be thinking they're the prize, which is
you
crazy.
think that, bro. I do believe that.
Right.
I do believe that intimate relationships does hurt, but a friendship heartbreak, that they feel like you've been hit by us. Have you ever felt that? But only with certain friends though. But have you ever felt that, and do you agree that friendship heartbreak is a real thing?
Yes, it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
It is.
Oh, it do hurt.
It hurt bad.
It hurts so bad.
Have you ever felt that with me?
Girl, yes. rounds for sure.
No, every time we fell out, I cried.
Every time?
Every time. My feelings
I feel like the recent times wasn't just like...
Literally.
I feel like the recent times wasn't just like no falling out to cry over. What you think? I just feel like I'm gonna just talk to her next week.
I didn't cry over the last time.
Well, when was the last time? Like in January?
Yeah. I didn't cry.
Okay, yeah, because that wasn't nothing.
I did cry.
So really, you cry, baby.
Cause I seen that tweet. I thought it was about me.
And
so
you was
I cried.
crying? Oh my god.
I did. I'm gonna be honest. I ain't gonna lie. I'm emotional. I don't care. And a lot of people. And I listen, Linda. If you really think that, why do people feel like it's okay to not care about your feelings? Like if somebody hurt their feelings,
About your own feelings?
No, like that. Yeah, like say if like man, if a friend, I don't care anyway.
I don't do that.
Why do people feel like that's normal to not care? It's okay to feel something when you hurt. Like if you hurt about something, baby, they always say. Every voice says that. Everybody says that.
People saying that about me too. I don't.
Your
My hands feel
so
dry
too.
right now. I ain't putting no lotion on.
Your hands feel soft, but everybody freaking said. Everybody just feels like, oh well, I'm not gonna care. Like it's lame to care.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like that's really like a general statement because people be feeling like it's okay to be nonchalant about everything.
Yeah, and
especially
okay
in relationships, friendships, and relationships.
Definitely friendships.
Definitely friendships too.
Yeah. And especially because we've been knowing each other for so long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So every time, like, when we had battle, it's not me just being like, oh my God, I'm never going to live type shit. It's just like my feelings are like really hurt. Like, damn, I just
Because there's a lot of chemistry.
There's a lot of chemistry, yeah. Like, y'all be crying over them dudes, huh?
And we'll take them back.
After
they cheat on you.
Hello.
And all that other type of stuff.
Put your health at risk and you going to take them back.
They won't take me back because I forgot to text you or something.
Ooh, we gonna get into that. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, JT and Carisha were arguing on social media.
Girl, I'm gonna jump out the frame.
So they was arguing on social media. It was like airing out their issues or whatever.
Right.
You texted me and said, "Why the city girls remind me of me and you?" They had me hollering because yes. I do, bro. Like, bro, this me and Jason never beefed on social media, though. Hold on.
Yeah,
me and her never beefed on social media.
Never.
But there were times where I thought something was about me, and I used to get so mad at her. Like,
yeah, no, I just feel like
I used to let that shoe fit. Okay.
I just feel like if I ever have a problem with anybody, I'm gonna tell that person first. Like, even if I do tell somebody else about it, I'm going to tell you first. It's going to be something we talked about and talked through.
Right.
And even if I'm mentioning it to somebody else, it's because maybe they're going through something similar. And I need to reference us. Or I need to reference a situation that happened. But it's never like, oh, I'm going to go and tell everybody else and put it online about something that we went through and we haven't even talked about it. Because 9 times out of 10, it's a misunderstanding and it's something that can be talked out.
Bro, misunderstanding.
People be getting themselves worked up over something
that you can just
down and talk about.
You talking about me, because I do be getting worked up. It's about stuff that I could just sit and talk about.
Yeah.
I could do it.
You can save yourself that little anger.
But why would I? Well, I'm going to see how this goes or whatever. And I just felt like you were talking about me. But all of a sudden you wasn't. And then you wasn't talking to me over something else. And then it was like we just wasn't talking when we really could have just sat and communicated.
Yeah.
Like we could have just
communicated.
But we didn't. But that's okay. We talked about it later.
Yeah, we did. But I feel like that's really on me. Like I could have talked to you about the situation. But I just feel like it was so telling. Like there was no way that it could have been a way around it. About the why I wasn't talking to you. I felt like that was just so obvious. Like this is what happened. Like,
but I really didn't feel like you.
I
thought
know.
That. I didn't know that you felt like that.
And
I was really tired.
Side, I was like, dang, she could have been tired.
And you know what we was doing before we went to sleep.
Yeah. Don't say it like that. Like what you mean?
No, we weren't doing nothing. We weren't doing nothing like that. Hold on, we weren't doing
nothing.
This is what I mean when I say I need to. I just be coming up with stuff.
I'm laughing like.
So we
Yeah, we was drinking a little bit and stuff.
Yeah, so we was getting intoxicated before I went to sleep, and she had to get up at 4 a.m. And I was so tired. I got her bags or whatever. She got in the car. She went, and then she called me, and I was supposed to stay up with her, but really I was really being dry.
And she was being
like,
so dry. Like, okay,
let's
tell the story because that really is something.
Okay,
so boom, yeah. I was supposed to be going somewhere. I had to get up real early, and I wanted her to stay on the phone with me until I got to where I needed to go, because I was by myself, kind of. And she was just like, she was on the phone for sure. Like, she did her part by being on the phone with me. But as far as, like, being responsive or being alert, like, really going the extra mile, she did not do. And I feel like that's just kind of me being a little bit spoiled. Because she was doing enough by being on the phone with me. But for me, I just really wanted her to, like, be up. And if I say, what's 1 + 1, she gonna answer 2 real quick. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so I had just stopped talking to her because I'm like,
she felt like I didn't want to be on the phone with her. She felt like I was leaving her out for dead, but I wasn't. I was tired. And
because when I got ready to hang up the phone, I'm like, okay, girl, look, phone done hung up. I can't even finish my I love you. Like,
you wasn't going to tell me you love me.
Yes, I was.
I don't remember that last part. I do not.
Because you hung up the phone so quick.
Okay, well, I didn't mean to hang up the phone quick, girl. I always do that.
And I'm just like,
and I was just tired. I was just so freaking tired. But let me tell my side of the story.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get my cup before this. So, Jasmine tweeted something on Twitter. Why did you sound like that, bestie? I'm just telling them.
Okay, so this is after I felt how I felt.
Yeah, this was after you.
Okay,
but
so
we
I
talked
felt how
after
I
that.
felt, but I don't remember us talking.
We talked about the whole Las Vegas thing.
Yeah, but I think that I was probably tipsy or something.
Oh,
so I don't remember that.
Wow.
So in the story, this was before we talked it out and everything. Mm-hmm. So I know I just took accountability for how I felt like I wanted her to do so much more. But at this point in the story, I didn't understand her side. I didn't understand that she was just tired. For me, it was just, she didn't give a flying flip about me. And she left me for dead.
I actually
internalized that. And I was like, okay.
I actually, was worried about you, but I was just really sleepy.
Yeah, because how the phone just hung up.
Yeah, I get it. I get where you're coming from, but that's not what happened.
Yeah, so that's where we at on my side. Yeah. I was just like, okay.
You think I really? You think I
don't know.
Really? Come on now.
I did not know at the time.
Come on, let's just
I've been through it. I've been up and through there with some friends. So anybody can do anything.
You ain't lying.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't lying.
It wasn't enough for me to text you and call you and go off on you and be like, you did this, da-da-da. It was just like okay, let me take a step back because I'm feeling some type of way. Yeah. And I'm not really ready to address that right now. I just kind of want to sit on it for a while.
We don't need to do that no more because I do the same thing. We need to start talking.
Okay, but get to the tweet though.
Okay. So she tweeted something like, "My bestie." What you said? She said something.
I said like, if you hang out with people that do me crazy and bogus, and you just kick it with them and love their dirty draws,
you could never be my.
You can never be my bestie. Like you can never be my friend.
Basically. So she tweeted that.
Yeah.
Now the reason why the shoe fitted so tight on my foot is because we argued about that before.
Yeah.
Because you got mad at me because I was cool with somebody that you didn't like.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, so fast forward that you didn't like that. So in my head, when you tweeted that, I already knew that we ain't talked in about a couple weeks.
Right.
Usually we talk probably like once a week, so and so. But when you ain't talked to me for a whole couple weeks. Yeah. So I'm like, the flying. So I'm like, okay, so this how she feel for real? Like, okay, so when I seen you in that club that day, we ain't talked since. When I seen you in that club that day, I did not speak to you. We sat down. Jasmine said, well, I don't know who sat down first. Jasmine said,
we seen each other in the
restroom. Yeah, we seen each other in the restroom. I did not speak to her at all.
She was like, hey, to everybody else that was in the restroom.
I said hey to everybody in the restroom.
No.
But I just didn't direct it to you.
Yeah, it was no direct. And if you my bestie, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, You gonna come up to me before
But you was mad at me at this moment. You
okay.
was mad though.
She knew what she was doing.
Yeah, I did.
You knew what she was doing.
I
You
was
like, hey, to everybody. You addressed us as a, a congregation.
Yeah, like my.
And
like
so I'm just like, I didn't say hey back because who is you talking to? So everybody else was like, hey, and I'm just like looking at her.
No.
And then so that was that. Everybody like, talking to her. And then at the club where I had originally said that somebody took my seat. So the only seat was next to me.
Bro, that's
the only seat was next to her. So I'm like,
and then like I'm in my phone, I'm like, why is she sitting by me? Like I said, oh, she picking with me.
Look, then I
she
sit
picking
down.
with me, bro.
I sit down, I'm like, how are you? How you
She
been?
was like, hey. I said, hey.
And she was like, no, you did not say hey back.
Yes, I did.
You said, let's talk.
Oh yeah. I said we gotta talk, but we gotta talk.
She was like, let's talk.
I couldn't hold it in because it's like with me. I don't know about everybody else, and with you too. Like you're the same way.
Yeah.
If I don't like somebody, I can't kick it with you.
Right.
Like
yeah.
I'm
not saying
like
that.
if I'm not saying that I didn't like you, but like I felt some type of way about you. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't want you around
If
my face.
there's an elephant in the room, we need to talk about it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm not finna fake nothing. Like I'm not finna fake nothing. So it was just like, okay, I'm gonna just talk about it, forget it, boom, boom, we about to boom, 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 boom.
At the same time.
And I was still mad about our conversation because
The conversation we had at the club.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was still mad because I
she
felt
was
like
talking
you was
and
lying.
I was just.
And you wasn't really like being clear. So I was like, bro, like she's lying, bro.
The reason for that is I let her express that because everything she's saying is true. Come there, I did not know you was gonna be there.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I did not come there for you.
Okay.
Like I had came with people to meet up with people. You know what I'm saying? So I was really like just trying to be there with who I came with.
Okay.
And then we wasn't talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's why I was mad because
I didn't want to have that conversation at that point.
I was aggravated.
But we could have put our differences aside and got
right then and there, but we didn't.
Yeah, because it was something that needed to be talked about though.
Yeah, it did.
So it wasn't nothing for us to just brush off and go get a shot.
Okay, let's
Like
pause.
we had to talk about.
Yeah,
it.
let's pause. So you see how me and Jasmine just sat here and we both take accountability about what we both did. That's having a conversation.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
a lot of women can't really do that because we don't want to take accountability about things that we do. See how we just communicated like that? Do you still feel some type of way about me from that moment?
Heck no. Well, from what moment? At the club?
Yeah.
From no moment.
Okay. Clarify, baby.
From no moment.
So I don't feel no type of way about you in no moment because we already talked. Now, a couple weeks later, me and Jasmine actually had a heart-to-heart. She actually asked me how I felt, and I asked her how she felt, and we both moved past it. It is freaking okay to care about a friendship.
Yeah.
It's okay to rekindle it. Now, what happens is with us as women, we act like we don't care because that's something that we are. So what's the word? That's something that we're used to doing.
Yeah.
We're not, because if we do care, it shows a sort of weakness. We have to be strong.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay to care. It's okay to care about a friendship. The problem is within a communication with a friend, though, is that we don't know how to communicate because that other friend is either one friend or both of y'all. Mm-hmm. Y'all both don't want to take accountability.
Yeah.
Y'all both don't want to say, okay, I see where you're coming from.
Right.
You rather keep on going. So I feel like that's what's wrong. And see how we just communicate. That's why you're a perfect person. You see how we just communicated like how we did? It's just different, you know? This girl get on my nerves, but that's okay because I love her. And it's all about love, too. You got to have an actual, genuine friendship.
And unconditional love.
Yeah, but people don't have that nowadays because it's okay to not care. It's not cool to have unconditional love, but you have unconditional love by that man.
Especially in this age range, they kind of be a little, like, playing around. Especially if they ain't got their P's and Q's in order, you know what I'm saying? They be playing around. They have a lot of stuff not aligned. So, I'm like, look, you can tell me how all his thoughts. You can get that little vent session out and go back to your man. Okay. And I'm not going to look down on you or look down on him. Like, I'm going to accept you because I love you unconditionally. Like, all of it. Just like how God loves us unconditionally.
Talk about it.
We sin against him crazy.
Like
we
no
do
other.
the craziest
Every single
things.
day, and he still give us another chance.
He gives us grace.
But we,
so
us as humans, grace. We need to have that human heart, like
for each other.
That heart that God has. Like, like it's okay to forgive, y'all. It's not like people mess up, you know. But don't ever let nobody run over you. I'm not saying that. But if someone is genuinely sorry, if someone is genuinely trying to change, allow them to. Because we all fall short. So you made a perfect example. You made a perfect example. I'm glad.
Unconditional love, girl. I try to love everybody.
Me too.
You know,
but you're not gonna play
we
with me.
Need that look, but yeah, you're not gonna do it more than once.
Yeah.
Well, twice.
Probably 3 times for me.
Probably 3. Yeah, probably 3 times. I ain't gonna give you no more times than that. Because at this point, is it a mistake or is it a choice?
We can communicate. We have a disagreement. It's okay. You don't have to put your hands on somebody to make a point.
They do get that.
But we can't get that.
Yeah.
Don't get it wrong.
Yeah.
Don't ever let I be telling females, don't ever let my faith fool you. I ain't Jesus. I'm trying to be like him. But I ain't him. Okay? But we can get there. We can definitely get there. And people who know me know I can get there. But I'd rather not do that because, again, I'm trying to be like Jesus. Again, I'm trying to show peace. Again, I'm trying to show love.
Look, you don't be like that.
I don't want no smoke.
None.
We don't want no smoke. No smoke. But I'll say all of this to say this. Y'all, it's okay to care about a friend.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. And you know what? Sometimes you got to fall short in order to learn how to be a friend. So me and Jasmine came up with friendship rules.
Yes.
And yes, we have all right to tell these rules because we've both been through it together, as y'all can see.
And not even with each other.
Yeah, not even with each other.
We
with
have
other friends.
Like I have my own separate group of friends. She have her own separate group of friends, and most of the time they don't even mingle with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even mingle with some of her friends.
Yeah, I don't even know her friends.
Exactly. Like we have lived separate lives aside from each other, so. These rules came from not only each other, but just every other experience that we had.
And it's not even from my experiences. It's from, like, just seeing social media or just seeing people's mindset.
Yes, because those little girl ships going wrong.
Girl, if the shoe fit, let it fit, baby. Go to the shoe store. I don't even care no more. Just don't sue me. No shade, no tea. Don't sue me. All right. If you think your friend fake, because she don't talk to you every day, that she's not fake, you just don't have nothing else to do.
Heavy on that.
You just don't got nothing else to do. Girl, go find something to do.
Yeah.
Go get you a man or something. That's all I can say.
Not get you a man.
Not everybody needs to know you and your friend is arguing. I'm talking to myself because I used to do this a lot. I tend to do this a lot because most of the time us as females think we need validation about how we feel, and it doesn't go like that. It shouldn't be like that because I shouldn't have to, because when you do that, it depends on the situation. I say that it depends on the situation because when you tell everybody you and your friend fell out, now you just built a team against your friend. Ain't that deep?
That is very deep.
Okay, hold your friend accountable. Now, this is it.
Get into it.
This is the one.
Clock
This is the one. Hold your friend accountable. Don't tell your friend she right when you know dang well. I'm that friend that's gonna tell you, you know dang well you wrong for that.
Yeah.
You are wrong for that.
Yeah.
That's not how you do stuff. This is how you do it. Let me show you something. Let me teach you something. Let me teach you something. Let me teach you. Let me teach you. Tell your friend she stank if she stank, because if you're not, you a bad friend. Because why would you just let your friend stink? I see it too much. That's all I'm saying.
Stinking is crazy.
It's giving hater. And it's not even about stank. Like, tell your friend, like, just tell her about her attitudes. Like, that's not a way to go. Try to lead your friend into something positive. And learn how to talk to your friend.
Especially if people talking about your friend, like if it's a common thing that people are saying, oh, she always doing this. Oh, she always da-da-da-da. Tell your friend, like, girl, everybody always saying this about you. Maybe you should look at that.
Another thing, don't let nobody talk about your friend. This is one thing about me.
Talk about your friend.
Even with my family, everybody who know me. I don't even play about my family. Period. So if I sit in a conversation and I hear someone talk about my friend or my cousin in front of me, you playing with me. Because why you think that you feel comfortable enough to sit there and say something about somebody you know that I love?
Now you think I ain't gonna do
Now you think I ain't gonna do nothing. Now you think that it's like something friendly over here. Yeah. And that's just my mindset. I don't know if I'm crazy or not, but that's just how I think. Cause why you think that you comfortable enough to even sit there and talk about my family members or even my friend?
Right.
Why do you know that's my friend? You know that's my family member. What makes you think you can just sit there and talk about them? Cause you know I'm gonna tell it. Call me messy what you want. I'm gonna tell it. I don't care. I am going to freaking tell it. So we gotta be careful about that sort of stuff. For real. One more. The secret animosity is the worst thing you could ever do to me as a friend. That could be deadly.
Yes. 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 Coming from somebody who is very, very, very highly confident, people sometimes confuse that as like cockiness, which I don't mind, because either way, like some people say, all publicity is good publicity. I just feel like any type of cocky, conceited, stuck up, bougie, any type of all of that is like a compliment on the other end, on the back end, because you think I'm taking very good care of myself, but the fact that you think I'm arrogant is kind of where you went wrong. But that part right there, where it can be deadly, is because people become easily jealous.
Anybody heard of Cain and Abel?
Instead of, people become jealous. They choose jealousy instead of being inspired. And it's two separate things.
That's deep.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Me, personally, I will become inspired before I become jealous.
Just how I said how growing up, it took me a long time to learn how to love myself. But I seen Jasmine love herself.
Yeah.
And that uplifted me enough to say, oh, okay, she loved herself. I can love myself too.
I can learn from her.
Yeah. And instead of me saying, she loved herself, I don't want to be her friend.
She thinks she all that.
She thinks she all that. Instead, I clinged on to her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But some people, that's just their spirit. That's just their spirit, is jealousy.
Yes.
They can't get over it. And it has something to do with a deeper hurt.
Yeah.
And we have to get to the core of it. Everybody know this season is about growth and peace. I'm not saying these things to be messy or to step on anybody's toes. This is about something that I've seen, and I've seen a cycle. And it's time for us to end it. It's time for us to stop and really think and look within ourselves. As you can see throughout this whole season, I'm naming things that's what's wrong with me. And I'm fixing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to fix some things. You know what I'm saying? If you have a problem with your friend and you can't communicate and tell her what's up, like me and you.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are not real friends. Not saying we're not real friends, because eventually we talked. But I'm saying, like, I should be able to open up and say, I feel some type of way about you. Yeah. You should be able to open up and say, what's the matter? I feel some type of way about you.
I feel like the only reason why we don't is because we just be feeling like there's so much going on. Like, we always da-da-da-da. Even though it's not like every month it's an issue. But even like year to year, I feel like that's too much.
That is.
And I feel like we both feel like that. So that's why we be like, you know what? I'm gonna not say nothing about it this
because
time.
I don't want to argue.
You know.
I don't want to argue. I don't want to fall out. Like, dang, like, sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, like, I be like, oh, do I want to say something about it? But I feel like we should just open up and say it instead of just holding it.
Yeah.
And you know what? And then eventually,
no matter how big or small it
and
is.
I eventually say something to you because it started building up. And I don't want to have that type of envy with you.
Me either.
Because I've seen what secret animosity can do within my own family. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it. It can kill you, like, literally. And I just don't feel like that's scary to me. I don't like that. Yeah. Like, if I find out that, you know, my own friend was talking about me, I would never, like, I don't even know. That there, like, feel a whole different way about me than what they show. Yeah. That's like, no. Build your friends up. Pray for them. Let them know their worth. Don't ever let your friends succumb. It might be hard because they're probably hard-headed. But just don't give up on your friend. A genuine friendship is hard to find nowadays. Okay?
Yes, it is.
So if you see your friend slipping, try to help her out and encourage her.
Okay. Rule number 1 is don't dismiss your friend's feelings.
don't know.
So with that, if your friend feels some type of way, it don't matter what it's about. Like, let's say y'all outside and your friend feels some type of way because you brought around the shots and they was in the bathroom and they didn't get their shot. And it was in the bathroom too long and somebody took their shot. I just pulled that on my neck. But let's just say that.
Was that specific?
Yeah, that sounds specific. But, you know, let's just say, like, you never know. Let's just say that's the case. Do not dismiss your friend's feelings because it could, it may not even be about the shot. It could be like your friend might have something really going on and like that probably just really sent her over the edge. And the fact that she tripping, you probably thinking, oh, she tripping over a shots, like I can buy 1,000 shots. But that might not even be the case. It could be really your friend is going through something. So I just think that you should never dismiss your friend's feelings because you never know what's going on.
Hello.
You know?
Okay.
Next rule. Utilize your friends. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yes.
Utilize your friends.
That's a word.
Use them. Use them while they're here. You may have a friend that's really good at designing clothes. If you need an outfit, hit her up.
Yeah.
Utilize her. You might have a friend that's really good at talking to you when you're at your lowest moment. Call her. Utilize her. You may have a friend that got a real strong faith. When you're going through something, call your friend. Drinks are, don't go through stuff alone. Utilize your friends and also give them their flowers too.
Yes.
While they're still here and while they can smell them.
That's what?
No, give them my flowers while I can smell them.
Oh, smell them. I thought you said steal them.
No. Give me my flowers while I can still smell them.
Yes.
And love them. Rule number 3. Rule number 3. Set boundaries. Time, space, and conversational limits. What I mean by time is set different times where you're available to talk to your friends. Space, proximity. Some friends you may want all up in your space. Some friends you may not. Like some people are not really like touchy-feely people, which I have realized. Space, learn proximity, learn, you know, things like that. And conversational limits, learn what to talk about and what not to talk about. Like, set that boundary. You know, I'm okay with talking about these type of things, but these type of things are off limits. I don't like this. This triggers me, or this is something I feel uncomfortable talking about. Like, for me, for instance, I don't really like talking about... What do I not like talking about? I don't like talking about death all the time.
Yes,
like,
I remember
yeah,
that.
I don't like talking about death or like grieving or like certain things like that, just because I'm still working on that myself. And for somebody to talk about grief or death in like such a vulgar way, I don't really like that. So with anybody, like not even just my friends or my siblings or my family, with anybody, don't come up to me talking about no, you know, people dying and death and grief. Like that's just a topic that I don't really like to touch on.
I can tell.
So yeah.
I remember when I was... Okay, so now that we went over the friendship rules, I hope you guys take that and you grow with that. Because it's very important, especially us in life, us as females, especially black females. Sometimes we just be arguing for no reason. Don't be like JT and Carisha, boo. Don't be like them.
For real.
Because once it gets to the internet... Once it gets to the internet...
It's over.
Period.
Everybody in your business. And then like, you still friends with her and didn't she do this and this and this and da da da.
No.
How they know that?
How they know?
Y'all.
She never tried it.
I've never had a crumble cookie.
She never had crumble cookie before. So this is
cookies up for they crumble.
Don't be acting like the Cardinals go crumble.
Cause I'm a stealer.
How did you know that I was gonna do that?
Fresh about the dealer.
All the dope boys so
feeler.
so sick.
I need a healer.
It's my neck concealer. How did you know that I was gonna do that?
What she was gonna do?
While we was eating the cookie, I was about to say I was on the plane with Dwayne. Oh, everything I
can still do that.
We just did it. Okay. So here is the cookies. Yum, 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 yum. So this is for my visual only. Sorry, audio on Spotify. I love you guys, my Spotify fans. But for the audio, for YouTubers, we're going to go ahead and do a cookie review for you guys from Crumble Cookie. Make sure you send my money. So I'm doing a review. Chocolate chunk. So we're going to try this one first. Keith Lee, shout out to you. We got it. Try it. Rate them 1 through 10. God bless. Let's try it. It tastes like a chocolate chip cookie.
Mm-hmm.
It's good or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a chocolate chip cookie. It's good though.
Yeah. Okay.
I give it a.
What should we give it?
I give it a 8 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the best chocolate chip cookie I ever tasted.
No, it's not. It's giving what's that chocolate chip cookie grandma's that be in the convenience store?
In the
little pack.
Will it come like 2 in the bag?
Mm-hmm. That's what it's giving. Okay, next we're gonna try the peanut butter munch. I've been wanting to try these so bad.
You thought I was fooling?
That a munch. I don't really like Ice Spice, but come on.
She know I love me some Ice Spice. I love Ice Spice.
It's giving picked on the side of the street to rap. Well, that's just me though.
It's giving what?
Picked on the side of the street to rap. Gave her a piece of
She
paper
bad,
and
though.
told her to get the beat. Yeah, she
Is she bad? That's why you think they picked her?
No,
bad?
it's the way she rap. It's the way she rap. It just gives that. Her energy gives that.
It gives like, we want to make you a star?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she a star.
She's not talented. Basically what I'm saying is.
You said she's talented if you said it's the way she rap.
No. That's not what I'm saying. Not the way she rap. I'm saying she raps bad. That's what I'm saying. I think that she's not talented whatsoever. I think that they just picked her off the street and told her to give her a piece of paper and get behind a booth and rap this way.
So what you think made her, like, what put her in the public eye?
Her body.
She is bad.
She bad, though. Hey! I'm hearing that, though. Hey, but no, that girl got ass. She got a body.
She bad.
Yeah, she bad. She's
okay.
body.
Ready?
Okay. That was a lot. That was a lot. That's a lot of like mixed flavors. Dang, I had to just swallow it. This a lot of dough, bruh.
The first thing I had to figure out was the base.
Yeah.
You know, the cookie. What flavor is that?
That's chocolate chip.
It's a peanut butter cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, it's peanut butter. All right, let's try triple chocolate chip.
But what's that icing though?
That's that. You don't remember that you don't remember that type of the trail mix with the
No, that icing. What's this part?
that look like chocolate, caramel or something.
It's not the same. What's next?
Triple chocolate chip. Triple chocolate chip. Thank God for college. Some things when I look in life, I just thank God for chocolate. What was he thinking when he made chocolate? What you think?
Me.
Taco Bell! That was a word. That was a word.
This girl used to bring me chocolate every day.
Yeah, because Shell used to buy at FOC.
She used to bring me a little bite-sized chocolate every day.
A little bit.
If I didn't have it, mood ruined.
Girl, don't talk like that. Girl, don't do that.
What?
Mood ruined.
But no. She used to just bring me chocolate every day. Like, it really helped me.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Couldn't that make you feel better? This is $4 of cooking for you.
Oh, I'm taking all these home.
It's getting nasty. I ain't gonna lie. This one is nasty.
No, this one really good. Like, this is the best one.
I just got a big bag. This why I just
This
took
the
a bite.
best. This the best one. Out of all of them.
I
You hear how I'm
disagree.
chewing this?
You know I hate that, so why would you do it?
You don't like that?
You know I don't like
Why you
singing.
get this microphone over there? Pick up every detail.
Alright. Try classic pink sugar, y'all. Classic pink sugar. This one finna hurt my teeth. It's giving. I was on a plane with Dwayne. You can call me Whitley. I go to him, man. Listen, I'm the baddest in the school, baddest in the game. Excuse me, honey, but nobody's in my lane.
When you was in New York, you was in the Yankee. I was with Bass. I was pitching a Frankie. These so cranky. Give up my hanky. Mommy, I'm cold. Give me my
Flyer than a kite. I get higher than
Rapunzel.
Keep the Snow White. I can buy it by the
bundle.
Step the cookies up, but they
crumble.
don't be acting like the condom doesn't go fumble. Cause I'm a stealer. Fresh up out the
dealer.
all the dope boys so
Feeler.
flow so sick. I need a
healer. It's
my MAC concealer.
I'll be on that.
We done like my big dip.
That's why I get more head
than a
pigtail.
On the thing. I
Think I have a rap from my entree. If you thinking niggas spit, shine your shoes. You know I keep a bag. Let me sign ya.
Boo.
I'm the hottest thing popping like a canna.
And then the only thing popping like a can of brew. Listen, you should ride a 16 cause I ride it good. And when I went whoop whoop cause I ride it good. It can't ride it big cause I ride it good. I don't know what hood. If you see an itty bitty piggy in
The
the
market.
get it
A quarter in the cart till a parking.
on with pigs like
Assalamu alaikum.
I put them in a feeling. I saw my bacon.
If you see an itty bitty piggy in the market, get it a quarter in a cart till a parking. With pigs like Assalamu alaikum.
I put them in a feeling. I'm a bacon. Cute. It's like I just single-handedly annihilated. You know every rap
in the building.
I wasn't listening to Nicki Minaj at this time. So I was probably listening to goddamn Tasha Cobbs or Fred Hampton. What's his name?
Fred Hammond, my husband.
Fred Hammond.
I hope he not married, but like Fred Hammond, like that's my man.
Marlon South, Reverend Jones, Shirley Caesar, and it was Nicki Minaj. All they
I
want.
got a song with Tasha Cobbs.
She do it. I love it. I love it.
That's a good one.
But yeah, y'all go listen to it. But thank you so much for coming and applying with us, sipping with us. It's been a pleasure. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and God bless you all. Woo! Episode 3 is complete.